Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Tennis Town. Here we are. Now, 2018 is going to be such a decisive year, and it all starts on Monday, that is tomorrow. It all starts tomorrow with the kickoff of the Australian Open, and today we're going to look at why Nadal could surpass Federer in the greatest of all time Grand Slam race. Now, looking at it, let's start with Federer. Federer, he's 36 years old. He has 19 Grand Slams, okay? 5 Australian Opens, 5 US Opens, 1 French Open, and 8 Wimbledons. His window for winning Grand Slams is probably this year, 2018, and next year, 2019. I'd say he's got about 2 years left where he is still able to play tennis that can afford him to win Grand Slams. Looking at Wimbledons, first of all, I'd say he probably has 1 or 2 more Wimbledons left in him, and I'd say the chances of him winning 2 more Wimbledons, I'd probably give him about 60% chance of doing so. He also has, I think, maybe 1 more Australian Open left in him, and possibly 1 more US Open left in him. Now, if we look at Nadal, Nadal is 31 years of age and has 16 slams. So yes, he is 5 years younger than Federer. In saying that, I think that Nadal's body is probably around about the same age as Federer's body. Nadal plays a very different style of tennis, and he wouldn't have become the player he was or has been had he not played the style that he plays. So, in saying that, I think there's a lot of players out there on the tour that, or a lot of people actually, that look too much at age and think, he's this old, he's that old, so starting from now, he won't play that good. No, because you have to look at not only the chronological age of a player, but also just the biological age of their body. There are some players that are 25 and their body is, it's breaking down as if they were 35, There are other players such as Federer, 36, but he's still playing like he's around about 28, something like that. So, always keep an eye on that when you're looking at this type of thing. Look, Nadal, 10 French Opens. You cannot go past him on clay. He is the king of clay. 3 US Opens, 2 Wimbledons, 1 Australian Open. I honestly think that Nadal also has maybe, I'd say, 2 more years as well of, Grand Slam winning tennis left in him. He'll probably win, I'd say, 3 more French Opens, to be honest. That's more or less a sure thing. I'd give that about an 85 to 90% chance of happening. Just because I can't see anyone challenging him on clay, and even the younger generation coming up, I don't see any of them challenging him either on the clay. Potentially 1 or 2 more US Opens, potentially 1 or 2 more Australian Opens. So let's say, factoring all this into consideration, let's say at best Nadal ends up on 23 Grand Slams, okay, and at worst he ends up on 21, winning just 3 more French Opens. So you can see here, right, we've got Nadal at 23 or 21 Grand Slams by the end of it all, and Federer, between 21 and 22 slams. So this is why, 2018 is such a crucial year for this Grand Slam race. At the moment, these two, they're taking slams from each other this year. Djokovic, as much as he likes to think he's healthy, he's got the elbow injury. So I don't think he is going to be 100% in contention for Grand Slams this year. Obviously, Murray's out for more or less the whole year. So if Federer and Nadal stay healthy, realistically, they will be the ones contending all of these next 4 Grand Slams coming up in 2018. Now, this is the year that is going to really be decisive for the greatest of all time Grand Slam race between Nadal and Federer, because, as I said, the main other contenders, Murray and Djokovic, they're out of contention this year. And also, the younger generation coming up, this year, they're not quite at their peaks yet, so I don't see them challenging for the Grand Slams. So 2018 is just going to be such an exciting year. It all kicks off tomorrow with the Australian Open. Guys, I think after this year, we're going to have a very, very exciting picture of who's going to be, will Federer be, catchable? Will Nadal be able to catch him after this year? Or will Nadal just play super well this year and end up, showing us that he's probably going to overtake Federer with the fact that he can still win after this year, maybe 2 more French Opens, something like that. It's going to be mind-blowing. So, guys, stay tuned. Tune into the Australian Open, whichever way you can. I'm Jan Marshall. We'll see you soon. Cheers.